Hello there everyone, Shippy here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and staying back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game pocket ranked matches. Today's video, I'm finally trying out a Buzzwole deck. If you're unfamiliar with Buzzwole, it is the poster child or the big card that came with the extra dimensional Crisis booster packs that we got, oh god, like 2 weeks ago, if not longer at this point. But better late than never, I am finally trying out the deck for myself after going up against it a whole lot to see how good it really is. Now, I didn't pull up a deck list or anything like that, but I think I've faced enough of them to know how it's supposed to be constructed. But this is just kind of how I have it built. We got our two Buzzwole EXs, our Celesteela. I'm running one Kartana and one Pheromosa, just to kind of balance things out here to give Buzzwole support. I will have a full deck list in the description of the video below should you want to try this out for yourself or to simply improve upon it. And I will try to explain the game plan behind the deck when we actually find some matches. But yeah, I'm going to shut up now and stop rambling, and we'll go find our first match. Alrighty, looks like I have found my first opponent here, and we do have the good fortune of going second. And let's see. Alright, we do have kind of pretty good opening hand here. We have Celesteela, Kartana, and Buzzwole all in hand. And I'm taking my sweet time getting everything set up clearly. All right, well, this will be a good first test as we're going against Giratina and Celesteela, which does not help our opponent out at all. But if you're familiar, or if you're not familiar with Buzzwole and its whole gimmick, or the Ultra Beast in general, with Buzzwole in particular, it's your standard kind of beat stick card, except it has the ability of a big beat, which hits for 120 damage for 3 energy, but with the caveat that you can't do it in consecutive turns. But that is what this card here is for, Celesteela. Because if you're running an Ultra Beast card, you can kind of just tag your Pokemon out at will without a retreat cost. Now, I do think you can only do it once per turn. Yeah, once per turn. Just wanted to make sure I didn't mess myself up here. But the idea is if you can get a couple going on the bench, or if you if you have 2 Celesteelas, you can kind of play around the big beat effect and tag Buzzwole out and tag it back in to attack 120 consecutively, or to swap it in with someone else to avoid taking damage and things of that nature with it. But Kartana is kind of our quick stab card, as it does 40 damage for 1 energy. It does have low health though, which is kind of the drawback. And Pheromosa, I can't pronounce names because I'm stupid, but has the ability, it does 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon and a random Pokemon on the bench. So we're kind of just swapping things around just to see what we can get done here. But the good thing about the Ultra Beast is that they have trainer support. If I can pull it up in Lusamine, which the only caveat is you can't use it unless your opponent has gotten 1 point. But you can attach 2 random discarded energy to one of your Ultra Beast Pokemon, which is nice. So that means you can kind of get Buzzwole going a little bit quicker, but you kind of also have to be behind as well to make full use of it. So if things are running smoothly, it's not too hard to get it built up pretty quickly. Is our opponent gone? I was rambling so much trying to get through my shtick that I wasn't really paying attention. All right, looks like they're back. All right, now unfortunately, Giratina is going to be ready to go next turn. So that's actually not a completely horrible thing. We're okay with Kartana actually kind of getting knocked out, because that means we can get Buzzwole going up quicker. Because again, if we lose a card, then we can actually make use of Lusamine. So we're going to go ahead and chip away at this Giratina. And we're kind of intentionally lose this card to get stronger. But it looks like they're running... I'm actually unfamiliar with the Ultra Beast as a whole, so I don't know some of these names, so you have to forgive me. Necrozema. Okay, so Psychic and Steel Energy. It seems like that'd be kind of hard to get that up, but I guess where it's an Ultra Beast, if you have Lusamine, you can kind of get that going a little bit quicker. But you are kind of really dependent on that, because the energy cycling can sometimes not be forgiving. But alright, I guess we're going to keep chipping away at Giratina here until they decide to take me out. Now, if they do retreat, we can Cyrus it back in. But let's see what they opt to do here. All right, they're going to play Poison Barb and Giratina again, which is not terrible. But also not the best thing in the world. Because it's going to poison our Buzzwole. Which is not great, but we do have some healing with Erica in here somewhere. We have another Buzzwole, which is actually very nice. So we can get this one ready. I only had one discard energy. How foolish of me. So we can get a little bit closer to ready, though. All right, well, we're going to take out Giratina here. And I can't use Big Beat again next turn, but we can swap in our other Buzzwole and still attack with a normal punch. But they still need... Well, they can attack with Photon Claw. But they do still need... Oh, there's 2 Psychic Energy they needed. So we're going to both discard the top 5 cards in our deck here. Alright, because I'm poisoned, actually, I'm going to lose here. Well, that was an unfortunate turn of events. I kind of misplayed that as bad as you could. I was willing to accept the poisoning to take out the Giratina, but I perhaps should have did that with the Pheromosa on that bench. So if I lost it, I wouldn't have lost the duel. But I am not a smart person, but we will try to learn from our mistakes here. But good game to that opponent, and I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here, and we do have the good fortune of going second again. Let's see, we had a pretty good start opening hand last time. I just botched it, so let's see if we can not do that this go around. Okay, let's see what we're going up against. We might be going up against the exact same thing, so let's see what we can do. Now, unfortunately, we only have the Pheromosa. We don't have anything else. Still don't. So I think what I want to do is I'll play the Leaf Cape. Just to make life a little bit harder on the opponent here. And then we're going to play I Know. Just to see if we can get a little bit of bench protection. And we do. Oh, good God. We got everything we could have needed. All right. So let's get both of our Buzzwoles out here. And get our Celesteela out here so we can freely switch. So we got all Ultra Beasts. But they have no bench Pokemon, so we're just going to be chipping range for 20 damage here. Now, they got their Celesteela as well. Or Celesteela, I'm probably not saying that right. I probably don't say most things right, so. Alright, they're going to immediately swap, which makes sense, and we're going to get popped for 40 here. Now, they do have to tag us 3 times to take out Pheromosa. Which means, in theory, we should be able to get Buzzwole built up. Alright, let's get an energy into said Buzzwole. We'll oak it up and live a little here. Alright, we get Erica so we can heal. I will play this Pokeball to mill out the deck a little bit here. We get another Kartana. Can't play it yet, though, but we just still have it in hand. And we'll do damage to this Pheromosa back here. Or Pheromosa. I'll say it 10 different ways. Like I said in the last match, I'm not too familiar with the Ultra Beasts. I don't even know what gen they are, to be completely honest. It is completely escaping from me. I do not know why I did not retain any knowledge of the Ultra Beasts or not. Like I said, it never stuck with me when I was playing through the Pokemon games myself. Right, let's see what they opt to do. Thankfully, they haven't drawn into their Buzzwole, if they are indeed running it, which I would presume this is the same exact deck that they're running. Alright, they're going to use an Erica on the Pheromosa, which we have an Erica in our hand as well, so we can kind of do the same thing if we want to. Alright, down to 20 health we go. And we have a Sabrina, but there's no need to waste it at this point. Alright, I will play Erica so they can't kill me. And we'll swing on this Kartana again. And the good news is our Buzzwole will be built up next turn. So depending on how long this takes, we could potentially get a jump start on the other one as well. But they play Pokeball. I imagine that probably netted them their Buzzwole. Could be wrong. Unless they're running something else. But I don't know what else they would be running. But they are mulling over what they need to do here. I guess I could have given another Celesteela if they're running 2. Which I don't know if you're supposed to run 2. It's just what I'm doing. Just so you can cycle through your Buzzwoles in case you have 2 built up, so you can get around the effect of not being able to attack twice. All right, I wonder if they actually got it and just are opting not to play it, just to make sure it doesn't get chip damage. But we're gonna make sure Pheromosa still hangs around here. And we're gonna attack. Now, I think next turn, what I'm going to opt to do, I'm going to presume they're going to bring Pheromosa in. They are. So what I'm going to do is actually switch out into Buzzwole and hit him with just a normal punch so we don't lose our big beat. Or would that be stupid? Well, now we would have to spend a big beat to get him out. Which I just may opt to do anyhow, just to get rid of this card. Now, they will have their Celesteela built up next turn, but they can't KO me. So, that's a small victory, I guess. Alright, so what I'm going to do, we're going to get this one jump started. And I'm going to oak it up here. Alright, we get another Celesteela. I don't think I have any other things in my deck. No, I'm right. I couldn't keep track of all the cards that I have. Alright, we're going to play Ultra Thrusters. We're use Ultra Thrusters. Bring in the Buzzwole. And we're just going to go ahead and get rid of this. Now, if they have a red, they can KO Buzzwole here. But regardless of what I do next turn, I can't. Take out the Celesteela. But we are probably just gonna... Oh, they conceded. Well, alright. They must have really bricked really bad. Especially not to get Buzzwole for that long, if that's indeed what they were indeed running. But we got lucky there and was able to stall out for long enough and really didn't need Buzzwole too much, though it did come in clutch there at the end. But alrighty, well, good game to that opponent, and I will go out and find one more match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent here, and Karma's going to catch up with us, and we're going to have to go first in this last duel. And we start out with Buzzwole and nothing else. This is not the best start in the world. I don't know what we're going up against. I don't really see a whole heck of a lot of Duskull, so could be anyone's guess, honestly. Alright, I would have kind of liked to have... Whoops. Kind of liked to have seen Celesteela. So I'm going to play Ino here. To get 3 new cards and hoping that it nets me 1 so we can swap Buzzwole out. Unfortunately, we didn't get it, but we can heal and feel. There's my taskbar. Alright. Alright, well, I'll get the Leaf Cape into him. And just try to hold out. Now, Lusamine really not doing me any good because we have to lose energy first before I can actually make use of it. And we don't want to lose our Buzzwole. But we will get popped for 20 here. So they're running Gengar, it would appear. Alright, well, we get energy into Buzzwole, and I can't go anywhere, so here we are. Alright, Mythical Slab to try to grab another Psychic Pokemon. I guess they are running Shintok. Or the new, was it Shinnok or Shinnok? Shintok? I don't know how to say it. But its effect, it allows you to basically go into, or not basically, you can go into your deck and grab whatever card you want. As long as it's a Pokemon. So they might be fishing for a rare candy here to get into Gengar. Make sure I understood that effect right. Oh, it's a random card. Okay, so it's not any card that you want. It's a random Pokemon card, which still is a very, very good effect, especially if you're running a limited number of cards. But did they get their Gengar? They did. Now the question is, which Gengar is it? Alright, it's Gengar EX. Okay. Makes sense. I really need to draw in Celesteela here, so I can get Buzzwole out. Now, I mean, we do have Erica in hand, so we can heal. But Gengar takes away our ability to do that, because we can't play trainer cards or support cards in general, I guess. All right, let's get energy into Buzzwole. And looking back, I probably shouldn't have did that. So I want to attack. So I'm going to leave him in here. I should have tagged and put energy into Kartana, but I did botch that a little bit. Alright, so next turn we are going to swap. And I will not put an energy into Buzzwole this turn, because we want them to play Gengar, but not with Buzzwole in the active spot. Now, what I would like to see actually is another Celesteela, because it'll leave us the ability to tag Buzzwole twice, so we can get around the big beat effect. But I'm thinking really far down the road. It's a good thing we have that Erica in hand, because we can kind of delay a little bit. Now, I'm not sure if Gengar just stops support cards in general, or if I can't just use them on the active Pokemon. I don't remember. Okay, we can't use supporter cards at all, so that is bad. So that means I probably need to heal Buzzwole this turn. Alright, so I'm going to put energy into Kartana. And I'm going to play Erica this turn. Just more or less as an insurance policy, because Gengar's probably definitely coming in. Now we take out the Duskull. Now, they could Cyrus in Buzzwole, which would not be ideal. And we definitely do not want that. Now, we can't play supporter cards, which sucks, but we're going to play around that. Now, I need to be able to swing twice. Alright, so here's the hope when I draw a second Celesteela. I don't know if my luck's going to be that good. Now, we can still play Pokeballs. So if I can draw that, that would be nice. Alright, let's get Buzzwole back in here so we can hit Gengar for 120. And unfortunately, we did not get our second Celesteela. Alright, so we're swing with Big Beat. Now, unfortunately, I can't use that move next turn. So they're probably not going to get Gengar out of here. And they are out of cards. Alright, Dust Noir, what do you do? I don't know if I've actually seen anybody play this yet. Alright, so you can change damage here. They got a shiny Gengar, which is just a slightly lighter Gengar. Okay, now that is a pain in the ass. Alright, we have Erica, but I can't play her. Alright, well, we gotta swap. I'm gonna bring Celesteela in. I mean, I guess I'll put an energy into it. Why not at this point? And I cannot do anything. No, I can't Cyrus in the Dust Noir either because of Gengar's effect. Now, my problem is tagging into Buzzwole and attacking Gengar again just means that I lose. Because they will get 2 points off of it. And I can't KO Gengar. And unfortunately, I haven't drawn into, other than Kartana, I haven't drawn anything else. So I think this is probably just an L, unfortunately, but we're going to go down swinging, I guess. Now, if I get a heal, this wouldn't be a big deal. But I do unfortunately believe this is check and mate. And down we go. Well, that's unfortunate, but it went down to a pretty unique deck. I've never seen that deck before. Pretty cool. Might steal that at some point and try it out for myself. But alrighty, well, good games to that opponent. I do believe I'm going to end the video here. I do believe, I mean, Buzzwole is still a pretty good deck. I'm going to be honest, I don't keep track of like what's meta, what's not. I just know that I see a lot of this deck, so I wanted to try it out for myself. I do think it is pretty good. We had some misplays in there and just some bad luck as well, which can happen with any deck that netted us 2 losses, but we did get a win out of it as well. But you win some, you lose some. That's just the way it rolls. But good game to the opponent if I didn't say that already. If you did make it this far in the video, I do thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.